Imagine discovering the brutal truth behind why women choose their partners. Truth that most men are too afraid to confront. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about dating and attraction is a lie? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hard-hitting secrets that control who women sleep with. Welcome, fellow sapien, to a journey of self-mastery and success for a person living in the modern world. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding a brutal reality and using it to level up your life. If you're sick of feeling lost and undervalued, then this journey is for you. Number 1. Women don't want a man on their level. You want to be seen as extraordinary, not as someone who's just on the same plane as her. A woman never remembers a man who is merely equal. She craves someone to look up to. Imagine how frustrating it must be when you're seen as common currency rather than a rare, prized asset. She wants a guy who makes her feel like she's lucky to have him. And for that, you need to start rising above mediocrity. 2. Being a nice guy is an automatic loss. Let's face it, women have zero respect for a man who places them at the center of his universe. When a woman feels she's the priority over your own goals, your value plummets instantly. Think about it. The moment you make yourself available 24/7, you signal that you lack ambition. It's like offering a discount coupon on your self-worth. Who wants that? Number 3. Money won't make her fall in love, but it will make her tolerate you. Cash isn't the ultimate aphrodisiac. Being rich without charm or dynamic energy only buys tolerance. If you're financially endowed but boring and dull, you're essentially waiting for the next high-value man with genuine game to sweep her off her feet. So, what is it that truly makes a man irresistible? We're just getting started. Number 4. Women crave dominance, but only from high-value men. Dominance isn't being overbearing. It's about exuding a sexy, confident control that stems from high value. If you're weak, your attempts at assertiveness only come off as insecurity. But when you're high value, that very same assertiveness becomes magnetic. I remember the first time I consciously practiced assertiveness. I felt like I was walking on fire, but the reaction I got was nothing short of transformative. 5. Attraction is based on options, not loyalty. The cold, hard reality is that attraction is fluid. A woman's interest shifts as soon as a better option materializes. Loyalty is an illusion when your choices expand beyond a single person. Remember, she's as faithful as her current best option. If she upgrades, she won't think twice. 6. Nice guys are placed in the loser pile. Here's a brutal truth. If she labels you as a nice guy, you've already been cast aside. Women don't sleep with men they feel safe with. They sleep with men who make their heart race. You need to know the difference between a good man and a nice guy. 7. The guy who cares the least always wins. It's a paradox that's as old as time. When you chase, she runs. But when you hold back, when you make her work for your attention, watch as the tables turn and she starts chasing you. It's like playing tug of war. If you pull too hard, you'll just end up tangled. 8. Women love the man. They think they can lose. Once a woman is convinced you're unshakable, she stops putting forth effort. The minute she's 100% sure you'll never desert her, she begins testing your boundaries relentlessly. How do you maintain that balance? The secret is in keeping a touch of mystery, always leaving her guessing. 9. Being unavailable makes her obsessed. Constant availability breeds boredom. When you're not always at her beck and call, she recognizes that your time is valuable and fights harder for it. If she has to fight for your time, she starts valuing it. Are you ready to become rare? To make her crave your presence instead of taking it for granted? 10. If other women want you, she wants you more. Pre-selection is not a myth. It's a fact. When a woman sees that other women are vying for your attention, her desire escalates exponentially. It's a natural competitive instinct at work. I once attended a networking event and realized that the way I carried myself attracted attention not by desperate appeals, but by the sheer magnetic pull of pre-selection. 11. The baddest chicks are the most spoiled and entitled. High-value women, those who are seen as a 9 or 10, are accustomed to constant admiration. They've been spoiled by weak men who worship them without ever commanding respect. Recognize this pattern, and you'll understand that if you don't simp, you immediately stand out as a man of substance. It's like being the only sane guy in a circus of clowns. 12. Body count matters, no matter what she says. Despite what might be preached about equality and love, experience still plays a role. The more a woman has been through, the less she values any single man. She's seen the transient pleasures, and now she craves the challenge of something enduring. This isn't to shame, it's to signal that with experience comes discerning taste. Choose your moves wisely. 13. She'll call you toxic for doing what turns her on. Ironically, the very traits that ignite desire in her may later be labeled as toxic. The dominant man, who knows how to push her buttons, is simultaneously reviled and revered. It's the paradox of modern attraction. The same chick calling men misogynists is sneaking off to hook up with the dominant guy who ignores her texts. When was the last time you challenged the norms and made your mark, even if it ruffled some feathers? 14. The independent act is just a facade. That strong, independent attitude, it cracks once she encounters a man who can make her feel genuinely feminine. The right man makes even the toughest women drop their guard and embrace their submissive side. And that, my friends, is where the true art of attraction lies, mastering the balance between challenge and comfort. 15. Game beats looks, money, and height, every time. This is the undeniable law of attraction. A man with game, someone with a commanding presence, charisma, and the right mix of dominance, will always have the upper hand, regardless of physical attributes or bank balance. He will easily steal your girl, even if you have more than him on paper. These secrets might sting because they're brutal, and they are unapologetically real. Remember, change is often painful, but stagnation is far worse. Empower yourself with these truths and transform the way you navigate relationships, business, and every aspect of your life.
If you're serious about this journey and want to be a better sapien, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more content on personal development, philosophy, and the pursuit of a meaningful life, and share it with friends who might benefit from these tips. Be sure to leave any other valuable suggestions you might have in the comments below for your fellow sapiens, and mention which of the above tip did you find the most useful. Also be sure to check out these other videos on our channel where we dive deeper into unlocking your full potential every day. Trust me, this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep striving daily towards being a better sapien.